Well, good evening, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I I stay busy. Boy, do I stay busy. I have actually not been here since last Wednesday. We left to go work down on the red brick house, but I have planted some stuff to start out um, the the season and stuff because one, the herbs help to keep the bugs away. Two, they actually look pretty. Three, you can actually get some good stuff. So over here I have some marigolds that are in here. They don't get a lot of sun, so they're not blooming as much as you'd like, but they still are fragrant and give off enough scent to help keep the bugs and stuff away. My wife wanted me to put some ivy in here, so I've got some ivy growing, and of course the damn helicopters are growing from the maple trees. Yeah, little baby maple trees. I'm literally at war with maple trees. They're the last ones to let go of the leaves um, in the season, and of course in the springtime they end up dropping all the helicopters to make another mess. But what I've done is I've got a container garden growing up here right now. This is some lavender, some cilantro right there, which is nice. There's some basil in there. Of course, there's some weeds. I got to pull the weeds because I haven't been here and pulling weeds. Thank goodness my daughter waters all the plants for me to make sure they stay nice and healthy. The nice thing about the Greek oregano, and this is thyme. This thyme and oregano are actually from last year. I don't know if the winters have to be extremely harsh and they'll die, but they come back. Now, unfortunately, that Thai basil didn't make it. But we have some more cilantro, we got more basil here, and when you're cooking and having those fresh herbs, oh, it's so nice. Also, I'm trying something new this year. I have a little garden spot that's on the side of my house that gets morning sun until about noon or so. But what I'm trying is trying early in the season to grow some onions. So I've got some onions I planted in maybe 3 weeks ago. You can see how nice those are looking. They're actually getting to be really, really nice in here. So I've got those 4 containers of those. So yeah, we'll see how big the bulbs actually get inside of it. The stalks can get a little longer here, and we can actually have spring onions. Some nice sage. If we're going pork chops with some apples, that's going to be really good. And today, the price, oh my God. It used to be you'd get the Bonnie plants and stuff, and they were like $2.99 for one. Then they'd have a special like 5 for 10 or something like that. Now they're like $5.49 a piece. They're look, $5.78 a piece, right? Uh, Today it was 3 for 12, 4 for 12. I think it was 4 for 12 or 3 for 12. I think I can't remember, but it was either 3 for 12 or 4 for 12. So I ended up getting some more spices. I ended up getting some jalapeno peppers, some serrano peppers. Look, more onions. So I planted these containers. I love these containers. I got these a couple years ago. The way they sit on the railing here, they're nice because you can basically make a little wall of plants. So I've got more jalapenos. Jalapenos, you see, they're already blooming. I've got more cilantro in here. It's kind of, it was on the back of the truck coming up the road, so it kind of sat over, but they'll stand up. Ghost pepper, got another ghost pepper, Thai basil. I planted some more oregano, so those will be back. The cilantro will only last for a few weeks, and then it'll go to seed, and once it goes to seed, it gets bitter. So, that's unfortunately short term. The Thai basil will actually stay here for a long time. You'll be able to get a lot of that. The oregano, like I said, that'll come back next year. I've got some serrano peppers that are over here, and I still have a couple of more flower pots that I'll get some more in here. So the nice thing is the morning sun comes up here. I do have a lot of shade because of these trees, but I do get some midday sun. So it's kind of like on and off. It's not perfect situation, but we make do. And I usually get like the ghost peppers or the California Reapers and things, or habanero peppers I've actually had do really, really well in here. And I've got all these flower pots down here that are full of weeds, but I'll get tomato plants and have some tomato plants down here. The cherry tomatoes seem to work the best for my garden up in here. Again, this spot in here gets a lot of light, but it's also close to the grill, so it also gets a lot of heat. So there you have it. That's my early season planting. It's about time that you can start getting tomato plants, I think, set out. You don't want it to go too soon, because if it gets cold, it will definitely stunt the growth of them. So it's usually like late May that you want to put them in. But the other thing too is, I miss my house when I'm not here. But we ended up getting, I have no idea what these flowers are, but they bloom so pretty. They look so nice in the windows. They're kind of viney and stuff. Those are singles. Oh, got rosemary over here too. Rosemary, and of course we have our hibiscus plants that have been inside all winter. Um, what I love is, I love having this combination. We've got the ivy that we tried digging up from our yard. We'll see if that grows. But we have those red flowers, and we've got pink ones that are in here, and then we have the red spike. If you buy this combination, you can buy a combination like this and it's like $29. But like this is like $6, and these were like, I think they had like 8 for $12 or something like that. So we bought a whole bunch of them at the same time, and we just made these flower baskets. So we've got another one that's over there, and if you look down here around my outdoor man cave, I've got more of those. So it's kind of really nice to sit out here, to have the fragrance of the fresh spices that are out here, and to see the flowers and having the plants. Look at that. You don't really need the shade in here because it is a tree, but my wife loves the lighting that's out here. So take the covers off the chairs, an outdoor fan, have yourself a little drink, and this is a nice little spot to have, conversations. My wife and her girlfriends love coming out here with a glass of wine, sitting out here and just chilling, the fan on. You hear the birds and stuff, you hear the water and the fish pond and things. I, of course, like being down in the lower part with my fire pit, or being down by the pond. But you need to create at your home. Doesn't have to be big, but a sanctuary, a place that you can go where you can just kind of relax and enjoy yourself. I like getting back here. I'm fortunate this house is not a great house. I mean, it's not like a McMansion or anything. It was built in '83, so it's kind of just past the ranch houses and before the big colonials. But it feels like home, and it's nice because we have all of these mature trees that are back here. So you don't, there's a house over there, but you don't really see that house. And we've got the parkway over there with the trail, so you don't really see, you see the neighbors walk by and they'll wave and they'll say, we love your pond. But you don't really hear the noise of traffic because the pond drowns it out. And then, the house over there you don't really see either. So you feel like you're kind of secluded with all the greenery and stuff out here. And for the inside, having the plants and stuff helps to filter the air as well. So definitely look at getting some plants. If you don't get a lot of natural sunlight, they now have like strip lights that are grow lights that will help your plants grow. You can get some fresh herbs. And I tell you, what's really cool is if you hit that rosemary, I have I've extended my windows out, so I have a ledge there to put plants in there. But if you just touch the rosemary, you will get the aromatic smell of that. Same thing with the cilantro and the basils. And those herbs, fresh, when you cook them, are really, really great. So there's some tips on your outdoor space here and making it like dual purpose, pretty and edible. I'm Mark Holmes, and I appreciate you. Peace.